Hello, everyone. Welcome in to Blooming Woman. Here we are. We're about to start this live now. So welcome in to everyone that is here and joining the live. This is going to be a Q&A for any type of spiritual guidance. That's going to be angel numbers. That's going to be dreams. That's going to be synchronicities, any type of intuitive guidance, anything that I have experience in, that I've actually experienced, that I can help you with, I'll be more than welcome to help you guys with, okay? So if you have any type of questions regarding any type of spiritual guidance, if I know it, I will answer. If I don't know it, if I don't know it, I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I know what I'm doing or what I'm talking. I'm not going to make up anything for you guys. So that's what it is. It's going to be that. So we're going to let some people come inside of here. And of course, don't forget, once you come inside, to hit the like button so you can help to support my channel. And I guess as we wait for people to ask their questions and what it is they want, I can just talk. I can just talk. Like, I don't know. The Q&As I love doing Q&As, but at times I'm like, man, when people aren't asking questions, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? So only thing I think about is give some channel updates for you guys and let you guys know what's going on while you think about your questions and what questions you want to ask. Shoot it away. I'm also using StreamYard today. So that means that whoever's question comes up, I can actually highlight it today and show you guys, show the questions. And let's try and change that a little bit to make it a little bit bigger for y'all. That definitely is not it. There we go. So now we got it big so I can highlight y'all's questions. Welcome in, Michelle. You ready? And welcome in, Marcus Chatman. Touch of Midas. Thank you so much for your support. Let's see what we got here. Sorry, guys. We have Princess Riley. Hello, love and light and blessings to you. Lovely Nubian Queen, thank you. Thank you for coming through. I hope you're doing well. Blessings. And yeah, I'm ready. How many questions can we ask? There's no limits to the questions. No limits. Go right for it. Go for the questions. Like I said, as I'm waiting for the questions to pop up, I'll be awkwardly talking because I don't know what to do while you guys think of your questions. But I do know if you are going to ask a question about like angel numbers, it's going to help me a lot if you actually say what the situation is. Like if you ask a question about you seeing a number, you got to let me know like what was happening when you saw the number. You know what I'm saying? Like I might have to ask you more questions, like what was going on when you saw that number, because that actually has a lot to deal with what the number's actually pointing towards inside of your life. Okay, so that's going to be for sure. Watching you, whoa, what? Watching you from my sick bed. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, I hope that you get well soon. Up to the time, I hope you feel better soon. If it makes you feel better, I'm in bed as well. I got on sweats. I'm chilling. So, you know, all the blessings to you, and I hope you feel better. Hello, can you talk about seeing one's birthday number? Okay, so the thing about birthday numbers, and when you see your birthday numbers, if you see an angel number a lot, it is one of the most like common angel numbers to see. From my experience, you guys, from my experience, is going to be your birthday number. So what birthday numbers imply generally is basically is talking about you on a personality level. It's talking about your personality. It's talking about your cycle, okay, in life, right? Because a lot of changes happen once you go through a birthday because it's another cycle. From your perspective, your birthday is a beginning to a new cycle. It's an enhancement. There's growth that may need to happen. Sometimes right before your birthday, you could feel very emotional. Sometimes right before your birthday, you could feel like a lot of changes are happening inside of your life. Now, let me ask you this, Bubble Perez. To deeper understand what that birthday number is saying, what is the date of your birthday? What is the actual number of your birthday? If you can tell me the number of your birthday, I can even further guide you even more. You know what I'm saying? And happy early birthday for you too. But what is the number of your birthday? What is that number? Because like I said, when I can give you the general meaning, okay, so it's March 15th, okay? So the number 15 is really a number that's all about, you know, you don't have to add in the March, it would just be 15. And I have a lot of experience with number 15 because that's my birthday number. But you basically, what you have to do with angel numbers is you have to read it like a story, straight up. You got to read it like a story. You got to read it from left to right and see what it is that it's telling you. So the first number you're going to take is number 1. After you take number 1, you're going to see what is number 1 all about. So number 1 is about individuality. It's about being independent. It's about entrepreneurship. It's about your personality on an individual level. And then you go to 5, right? And 5 is going to be a number that's going to signify in a change inside your life, okay? 5 signifies changes. 5 also signifies expansion, okay? So 5 signifies changes and it signifies expansion. So you could find yourself, when you see this number 15 a lot, you'll see that you are actually about to go through experiences that are going to push you to expand yourself on an individual level, or you are already going through these type of experiences in your life that are pushing you to basically reach out to new avenues, try new things, expand, travel, move, changes within your life that really shape you up on an individual level. Now, for the overall outcome, you add these numbers together, and that's going to be number 6. So what that does, it tells you the overall outcome is going to be 6, which is all about love. Yeah. So when you see 666 and you think the devil's coming after you and you think it's some demonic thing, 6, the number 6 is actually represents love, okay? So the overall thing would be for love, for you to become more love and for you to spread more love around you, okay? So you can even find love through working with that number and the experiences that it gives you, okay? So get ready for changes on an individual level, okay? Growth, individual growth. There you go. I hope that helped you. So, oh my God, the questions are coming up now. Wow. Let's see. Okay, your birthday number is 111. I'm not really understanding how that would be your birthday number. I'm guessing it's January 11th. Okay, but I'm not sure if that's the number that you're seeing all the time. Daniel Imanin, if you're asking me about the number 111, let me know because I can tell you exactly what that is about. But otherwise, I'm not really sure if you're just saying your number or you asking me a question. Okay. Ape Skies, hello, April. You see 29, 129, and 1129, and you were born on the 29th. So like I said, when it comes to your birthday number, that's something that's one of the numbers that you're going to see the most, okay? Because that's the number you relate when it comes to yourself. That's the number that's kind of been embedded in you on a subconscious level now to of who you are. So when you see that number yourself a lot, it means that it means that you're focusing or you're seeking. It means that you're seeking working with that number. Because when all of these things kind of happen in synchronicities and all of these repetitions happen in our material world, it's because on the inside, we are seeking information and experiences and guidance related towards what it is that's popping up. So on a conscious level, you'd be like, why am I seeing this number everywhere? But on a subconscious level, believe it or not, you actually asked for these type of experiences to occur, or you were interested in gaining these type of experiences, if that makes sense. So, 29, what you do with 29 is, because now I see the questions coming, so I'm going to try and speed it up for you guys. What you do with 29 is you read it like a story once again, okay? You read it like a story. So you look at the number 2. The number 2 is all about partnership. It's all about patience. It's all about trusting yourself. You have to trust yourself. And the reason why I say trust yourself like that is because intuitively, it's coming across more as something that you need to trust within yourself, okay? 9 is a number that represents endings. It's a number that represents completion, okay? So if you're seeing 29, read it like a story. So this number is signifying times in your life or in experiences that might occur that is going to help for you to basically trust endings. So trust the endings that are happening inside of your life. Like really move on and let go of the past. Let go of things that don't serve you anymore. Complete tasks that you, if you find yourself as one of those people who always start tasks but don't complete them or take too long to complete them, you may see yourself seeing the number 29 a lot. And the thing about 29 is when you add it together, let me do my math, get my math straight, y'all, because when you add it together, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get 11, okay? So 11 is really a beautiful number because 11 is a number that really represents positivity. It represents wish fulfillment. It represents, it does mean to keep your thoughts positive. Now, like I always say, when you go out and you look at angel numbers and watch and do researches, you'll see that everybody's saying, don't think negatively, don't think negatively, don't think negatively, as if that's what all the angel numbers mean. It doesn't. But when it comes to angel number 11, it definitely is telling you to make sure that you think positively. The more positive thoughts you have, the more positive the outcome is going to be, because 11 is really a number of like manifesting things inside of your life. Okay. So if you're not thinking positively, you're not going to manifest the positive changes that you want or the good things that you want for yourself. So it's no surprise that you're actually seeing 11 and 29 put together. So think positively when it comes to letting go of the things that don't serve you, and when it comes to trusting the endings that are occurring inside of your life. Okay, I really hope that could help you. 8 skies, let's see what we got here. Woof 444, welcome in. I've been seeing 888 a lot this week. I personally feel stuck but ready to move and direct my energy. So I actually have a video going to come up tomorrow where I'm talking about the power of the number 8s, seeing 8, 88, 888. 888 is a really, it's a number that does have multiple meanings, but for the most part, it's either going to mean strength or it's going to mean abundance. Okay, this is what I've seen. This is what I've experienced. So in your situation, intuitively, I'm picking up on this number is talking about strength. This number is talking about resilience. So when you think about the number 8 and it being about the strength, not it being about abundance, You got to look at it and see that it's actually the infinity sign. So what it's talking about is your capability to be resilient, your capability to face your fears, your capability to be strong. Is telling you that you are strong. So if you're feeling stuck, you have the strength to basically unstuck yourself. You have the strength to take whatever it is that's making you feel stuck and move through it. Strength, not just physical strength now, but strength as in emotional, mental strength as well. Okay, like what are your fears? What's keeping you stuck? Your mental thoughts and all of these things. So in your case, we're going to definitely say that this has to deal with your strength and you finding your strength. And 888 is popping up to tell you that you may be about to go through experiences in life where it's going to push you to see how strong you really are and how resilient you really are, okay? So keep moving and let the experiences happen. And I feel like you will get unstuck and you won't feel stuck for much longer, but you are going to have experiences that are going to shape you up and let you know that, I think my internet's cutting in and out, but let you know that even if you're going up and down and in circles and you're going from good to bad experiences, good experience, bad experiences, whatever it is you're going through, you have the capability of having longevity and everlasting and just not getting stuck down. So I hope that helped you with 444. Zareth Shahar, I'm trying to go as fast as I can, y'all. Zareth Shahar, greetings. Could you, what? Okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all, I'm really slow. It's like, okay, I'm really awkward. Greetings. Could you, the Greek and Kemetic astrology side by side, so we could know the change or difference between the two? Thank you, my sister. Thank you, Zareth, for asking this question. So a lot of you already know that I'm going to be introducing the the astrology by using the Kemetic names, right? Now, I want some of you guys to actually understand that when it comes to doing this, not much is going to change, okay? All I'm doing is my intuitive readings, and my intuitive readings are categorized. So if I were to say, everyone choose a number from 1 to 10. Choose a number from 1 to 10. Okay, I'm going to start off with number 1. Then I'm going to do number 10. Then I'm going to do number 9. Then I'm going to do number 7, number 6. It's just a category system as far as my intuitive readings go. So if you still want to consider yourself this or that, you're going to fit into that category of what I'm pulling the cards for. So it's not that bad, but I do not have a comparison for you. But what I do have for you, that I made sure I got this done right before the live, that's why I was late. I have a picture for you guys so you guys can see. I'm so sorry. Let me see. I have a picture for you guys so y'all can see the names. And when I go live, I'm going to make it so that I will have the names, the original names and the Kemetic names right next to each other. Okay. Jesus. I'm so sorry, y'all. Bear with me, please. Okay, here we go. So this is it. So if you're Het Haru, you're going to be Taurus. If you're, if you're Taurus, you're going to be Het Haru. If you're Gemini, you're going to be Shu and Tefnut, the twins. If you're Cancer, you're not going to be the crab. You're going to be Kepra. If you're Leo, you're going to be Sekhmet, the lioness head woman. If you're Virgo, you're going to be Aset. If you're Libra, you're going to be Ma'at, which is all about balance. If you're Scorpio, you're going to be Serket, which she has the scorpion head and the female body. You got Sagittarius is going to be Neith. Capricorn is going to be Amut. Aquarius is going to be Happy. There's a longer name for that, but we're going to call it Happy. Pisces is going to be Set, and Aries is going to be Amun or Amen. So, you know, I just want to just want to make sure everybody knows that it's not that big of a deal. It's just more so I can use that name, those names, as opposed to the Greek names. And when it comes to the dates, you can choose to keep your sign and just, when I'm going to do your reading, because I will have the name and I'll have the Greek name so you guys don't get confused. But if you choose to use the other birth dates, you can do that as well. Last thing I'm going to say about that, you guys have to make sure that you check the community tab, because the community tab, I've already posted dates and all of those things. So you have to check the community tab so you can get updated on like everything, okay? Because YouTube's not going to tell you every time that I put something up or put some information up, okay? But I am slowly but surely going through the signs, the Kemetic sign, so you guys can see what it is and understand it. But you really don't have to know any details about it because I will have it up on the screen. Okay, whoa, let's see what we got here. Princess Riley, I see every angel number every day, all day. I've been trying to figure out what my message is. Okay, so that's a lot. That's a lot for me to answer right now. And I will also say that I'm not really sure what the question is. Screenshot and research, my birthday is 16. Okay, you're going to look at the date, not really that 4, but 16. Okay, I never see. Okay, so you never see your birthday number, but you see all these other synchronicities. Pay attention to the synchronicity numbers. You guys, I have a whole playlist, about angel numbers and what those mean on my channel. Now, I can take 1 or 2 angel numbers at a time. I definitely cannot answer all of that because I got to get to the rest of these questions, okay? But, just understand that the angel numbers and the fact that you're seeing these numbers are miracles. Like, it's something really special and something to not take for granted, because these numbers are basically verifications of what's going on in your own head and your own intuition as well. So, they're real guidance to help you go throughout life and even help you strengthen your psychic abilities, okay? So let's see what we got, Michelle. I'm guessing you see 16 a lot. Okay, so 16 is definitely a number of rebirth. It really is. I have a video about this too, about this angel number, but 16 is going to be a number that is associated with 1 and 6. So like I said, you have to read it like a book. So you have 1, which is individuality, which is your personality, which is you on an individual level, which is focusing on entrepreneurship and leadership, okay? Your ability to lead. And then you have 6, which is all about love. Now, for some reason, when it comes to this number, it always comes across with rebirth. These people who are usually born on this day, or these people who usually associate with this day, have a lot of extreme changes that could occur inside of their life. They could have gone from being really overweight to all of a sudden being anorexic, or from eating meat and just eating and living life and eating really unhealthy, let's say, to all of a sudden they're raw vegan, or they're an extreme of another thing. With the number 16, I definitely have seen that, okay? Now, what happens when these people go through the extreme of another thing, they go through some type of spiritual awakening, or they usually go through something very spiritual when they go through that extreme. When you add these 2 numbers together, you get 7. And 7 is always about spirituality. 7's always about spirituality. It's always about an advancement to another higher awareness. Okay, so that's what that is for. Number 16. Okay, you born on the 1st. Okay, so that's going to be all about, you care a lot about yourself. Okay, not in a bad way. Your karmic lesson could be to tell you to care more about yourself. Okay, that's what that is about. More about you on an individual level. Focus more on caring for you. That means your health. That means your body. That means your mind. That just means nurturing you. It's really a path of you. Okay. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Michelle, we have the same birthday. Bubbles, Perez, you're so helpful. My spiritual awakening is happening. It's happening so fast. I'm so thankful. I've been seeing 666 so many times a week. That is a beautiful number to see. It is such a beautiful number to see. 6 is all about love, and it's about compassion, and it's really about like self-love, but and love for others as well. Like when you experience love, when you experience love on the level where you feel happiness from within you, like that's what 666 is really about. But when you see that number, if the first thing that comes to your head is having anxiety about how it could be related to the devil or something like that, that's when you're blocking that experience for happening for you, like for real. But congratulations. My Aries sister, yay. See, I don't care, you guys. I'm not going to be like, it's not Aries, it's a moon. I'm not going to force nobody to say some, whatever. I'm just letting y'all know that when I do my readings, I'm going to have the Egyptian name, and then I'm going to also have the Greek name so that people can be aware. Okay. 222. All right. Oh man, oh God, this is coming in faster than I thought it would, y'all. Make sure you guys hit that like button. So 662, I mean, 662, 222. Sorry, y'all, I'm very tired. Let me see something really quick. There we go. Okay, 222, right off the bat, patience. Patience, divine timing. 222, in my experience, has always been about divine timing. You could see this number when you feel like you want things to happen, or when you feel like you've been working to make something happen and you've been working for an outcome. You could have been working for something to flourish, or you could be just waiting for something to happen and it just seems like it's not happening. And you see 222, it's trying to tell you that it's in divine timing. And divine timing is something where there's this, okay, I'm trying not to go too far because I want everybody to understand me. So, you're on the physical realm. We're here on this physical material realm on Earth, and you have the timing here. Time works differently in different realms. We'll just focus on the 2 realms. We'll focus on the physical realm and the astral realm. There are other realms above that, and then there's your real home. These are my personal beliefs from my own master, okay? My only teacher ever. And just like when you go to sleep, time works different. That's a different type of reality. So in this physical realm, time works different than it does in the astral realm. So on a subconscious level, which is really the astral realm too, you might be saying that you want something in this physical realm, but on a subconscious level, you don't really want it, or you're not really ready. Or on a subconscious level, like when you go to sleep, you'll have nightmares about that thing that you want because it's the timing isn't right. So that really is divine timing in a nutshell. but it's about being patient and trusting trust your situation. Okay. Wow, y'all really coming through like, oh my God. Okay. Um so 32, we gotta read it like a book. Read it like a book, okay? First of all, you gotta understand when you add this together, the overall outcome is going to be about shifts. It's going to be about changes happening inside of your life. It's going to be about expansion. So you moving into new horizons, you changing something about your life, okay? Changes happening. And it could be related to career. I don't know. It could be related to career. It could be related to anything. But you also have to look at the fact that you going from some type of you're going from some type of organization to something that could be potentially a little bit more one-on-one, some type of, you're going from 3 to 2. So you're going from something where it's kind of like a negotiation of 3 people or 3 parties to something where it's just a negotiation of 2. Okay, because 2 can also represent relationships as well. So you can go from being friends to being in a relationship. I don't know why, but that's what came out. Okay. So that is what that might be relating to for you, is some type of situation where you could be going from being friends to being something more personal, or even going from being acquaintances to being something more serious. And if it's related to work, then it's going from something more childish and more amateur to going to something that's going to last long, in a long-standing relationship with that business. Okay, so I hope that helped you. Touching Midas, I already did 11s. I did 11s. It's all about being positive, and it's really a manifestation number. Not want to get crazy about manifestation either, because I don't even talk about that actually. But yeah, I'm happy that could help you. Ape Skies. Ape Skies, you're so very welcome, April. Thank you so much. I'm so happy I could help you guys, honestly. And make sure you guys hit that like button so you can help support me and my small business and all the things I'm doing. Make sure you guys visit my website below if you want any healing services, if you want any of my intuitive readings. You guys, I'm actually certified in Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. Certified in Reiki master. I can initiate people into Reiki as well. I choose to prolong that until I have a little bit more experience with like the actual mastering part. But I definitely, my services are there. So don't forget, if you ever feel like you need to get a reading, or if you ever feel like you want to buy a necklace or buy a crystal, don't forget that I'm over here and I have a small business that would love your support if you're ever in that type of situation. Okay. Hi, amen. Okay, you see 1221. So here's the thing. There's a cycle. What I've noticed is whenever I see numbers that start and end with the same number, especially if you keep seeing numbers that start and end with the same number. For example, if you always say 303, if you always see 303, you always see 404, if you always see 5885, where it starts and ends with the same number, it's a cycle. It's something that is a cycle. Okay, so it starts and ends the same. So when you see this number, you could be experiencing lots of times things where you're let me do something. Okay, so this is the number about love. This is a number about love. And I feel like this number, is telling you about love for yourself and love for a partnership. And you can see yourself go from loving yourself and solely thinking about you and solely thinking about your own self and at times even possibly selfish, to focusing, pouring all your love on another individual, but it always comes back and circles back to you going back to being isolated, or you going back to being by yourself. Okay. So when it comes to these numbers, guys, I'm giving you the general meaning because I don't know the situation. You gotta, sometimes you gotta tell me what was occurring the moment that you saw this number. Okay. So this is me reading it. But if I knew what you were thinking about, if I knew what you saw, how it played out, you saw it at the grocery store, you saw it when you went to the gym, you saw it when you see it every time you go on a certain person's page, something, I don't know. You got to tell me the background story, you guys. Okay. You got skipped. Oh my goodness. Did you get skipped? Did I skip you? I didn't know if it was a question. Wow, I got skipped. Maybe I got too many angel numbers. I'll go back to my Aries tarot reading, I guess. I say, girl, I'm not trying to put you on blast, but how am I supposed to answer all that? Come on now. I gotta give to everybody. I can't. So, if you feel like you gotta go back, do what's best for you. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I'm a Sagittarius sun and ascendant, but my MC is in Libra. Okay. Ma'at. Great. You know what Libra is. Ma'at. Okay, so I'm guessing you asking about what, because you gotta make sure there gotta be a question mark in there, for me to understand the question. Okay. Because I'm on a time limit here. There's people waiting. If there's no question mark, I'm not sure. But what I'm thinking you asking me for is just understanding what your whole sign is about. But I'll be honest with you, could you just make it a more specific question? Because that would take a long time to basically talk about all of that. Thank you. Okay, I think just like me, I see a whole lot of angel numbers, but mostly 1221. Okay. So if you continuously seeing the same number the most, then that means that's a number that you are going through a lot, that you're mastering a lot. And not mastering in the sense where you're like basically, ooh, I mastered it. Now I can achieve anything, or I mastered it, so I understand this number for all. It's just more so of just understanding the energy of the number and understanding what this number is telling you when I say mastering it, okay? But if you're seeing a certain number over and over again, then that just means that's a priority, okay? Blind guy, his wife, their life. Everyone sees repeating numbers except me. Wow. That's okay, Maybe it's just not meant for you to see repeating numbers, or maybe you're going to see repeating numbers soon. Maybe you're going to see them later on. But, you could have experiences like this in other ways other than repeating numbers. You can have synchronicities that happen. You can see different animals that are still guiding you spiritually. You can see different coincidences, things that people would consider coincidences, but it almost seems like a miracle. Like, how is that coincidence? That's just like angel numbers. It really is. So angel numbers isn't the only thing that you would need to experience in order to really, gain that inner guidance for your own personal self. Whoops. Yep. You're born on the 3rd. That's really has to deal with creativity. That's someone that likes to socialize. That's someone that, as far as your personality goes, you're gonna like to socialize. You're gonna like to be on your excuse me, sorry y'all. You're gonna like to socialize, you're gonna like to cooperate with others, you're gonna like to be in gatherings. And you know, this is just general. You're asking me about your birthday number. It's more so about telling me, because when it comes to numerology, there's your birthday number, and then there's a date and what that signifies, and then there's your entire birth date added together, and that is like your life path number. So there's different things to it. But if you're telling me that you're seeing this number all the time, that's a lot different than me reading it as, oh, this is your then this is the date that you were born. So guys, just make sure that the question is really specific, okay? There's no way I can do that right now. There's no way I'm gonna do that. You guys, make sure you have a question mark. Make sure you have what it is that you're experiencing, the moments that you see the number, or give me some situation. But I'm not gonna go through all those numbers right now. I see that that's your entire birth date. You know what I'm saying? But okay, and I'm definitely not a math person either, y'all. So, you can do animal totems, you can do all that. You can ask me any spiritual question. If I know it, I'll answer it. But we gotta be just a little bit realistic so I can get to everybody. But thank you for asking, High Priestess Athua Suzuki. I seriously, I appreciate you guys answering these questions. I just do have to make sure that I rule out what it is that, on as far as having a time schedule and stuff like that. Okay, definitely had an awakening. That's good. I met a reincarnate. Okay. Hello to Matteo. Okay. That's good. A moon is going to take place of Aries. Or is this going to be another name for Aries? What about that? Peace and blessings, melanated royalty. Woo, y'all. Let's see. It'd be popping on your cell phone. You're very welcome. You are very, very, very welcome. I'm sorry I couldn't do the entire astrological thing for you right now. Okay. So, wow. All right. Ground yourself. What about 7? 7 is one of the numbers that I love to see. 7, and it's funny because that's at 7:57 that you asked that question. But I did a video about this as well. 7 is always, 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 always going to be related to spiritual awakening. I don't even want to use that term. It's always going to be related to spiritual growth. It's always going to be related to spiritual advancement. You going up a level with spirituality. You gaining more experiences related to spirituality. So it could be really subtle, or you could see 5 7s, and it would mean that it amplified the meaning for how much spiritual experiences that you're having, okay? Whew. So let's see what we got going on. But it's definitely, if you see this, it means that you're about to go through something spiritual, or you're experiencing something spiritual, or, and it can also tell you to be patient with number 7. And it can also tell you to, number 7 can also tell you to be at peace, okay? if you're worrying about something and you see sevens a lot, and especially if you see white a lot, like white cars a lot, or just white a lot, and you in combination with sevens, then it's telling you that everything's going to be okay and to remain peaceful, especially if you have an anxiety. Okay, let's see. 928. Okay, so 28 is going to be, this is going to be something, this is going to be one of those numbers where the person, there can be some codependency with this person. It could be with somebody in their life. It could be a family member. Now I'm just picking up on stuff, but it could be codependency with a family member, or codependency with, I'm picking up on mother. Okay, you didn't ask for reading, so I'm not going to put that out there. But when you read it with like it's going across, you see 2, and that can be partnership, but the other side of angel number 2, or 2 in numerology, is codependency. It could be a healthy relationship, or it could be codependency. Now, when you put that with 8 is something that has to deal with, it really has to deal with rebirth, yes, but it has to deal with occult, like it has to deal with occult knowledge. It has to deal with things that are beneath the surface, information that people don't know. So you could see yourself really having a strong bond, or a strong relationship, or a strong connection, with things of the occult world, with things that usually you do not know, with things of the darkness, with things that are hidden, and things that usually people don't talk about. Yeah. Okay, do you know what it means to elevate into the 5th dimension? This kind of question is a kind of question, and thank you for asking that, Melanated Royalty. This type of question is a kind of question where it could be answered in multiple different ways. And the reason why is because there's multiple different perceptions on what the 5th dimension is. There's multiple different viewpoints on what it means to elevate. So me giving you an answer may not be the right answer for you. It might not be the right answer for everybody in the chat, because it's all based off of my perception of what I believe the 5th dimension is and what all these things are. Do I believe in a 5th dimension? No. So for me to answer this question is actually really unfair for someone that does believe in a 5th dimension. So I would answer that question, but I would go in towards like almost not converting you, but basically just putting my thoughts and my beliefs on what I believe in, and how many realms and dimensions that I believe exist. And that's not fair to you and your beliefs, okay? But I do appreciate that that questions, and if you want to reword it, you can. I could see if I could maybe answer it or something. Okay, let's see. You're right about number 7, because this morning at 6 o'clock, which is all about love, especially if I add those zeros, that's like real love. I was jogging with my wife, and bam, a big green drop out of a blue, a big green drop out of the blue in the sky, and later on we saw 707. Right. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Well, see, that experience, those are the types of things, that entire story right there is how you would decipher and figure out and decode an angel number for yourself. You got to pay attention to what was occurring the moment that you saw the number. You got to pay attention to the feelings that you're having and the thoughts that you're having. What were you thinking about? And then you saw that number, because sometimes what you're thinking about, that number is an answer to a question you may have had in your head, or maybe a decision you're trying to make. Now, when it comes to your feelings and paying attention to what you're feeling, it's just important to make sure that you're not getting anxiety mixed up with the feelings. So if you're feeling fear or anxiety because you may be possibly getting overwhelmed by how much numbers you're seeing, then it's good to know to draw the line and not look at your feelings as something to interpretate that. But if your intuition comes, which doesn't speak, it literally just comes, then you won't have to look at all three of those things because you'll just know. But sometimes our intuition doesn't just come to us. So if it doesn't come to us, looking at those three things helps the situation as well. So I'm really happy that I could help you with that. Hello, Kim Her. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in so you can help support my channel and help me grow. And I really appreciate you guys. We got to 4,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Okay. And, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay. What do you know about Set? Okay. This is a great timing to ask this question because I want people to understand that I do not know nothing about Kemetic. Straight up. I'm a very transparent person, very honest. I will not sit here and tell y'all that I know everything there is to know about Kemet. I am a real student. I am learning, and as I learn, I'm sharing my information with you. There's so much to know about each deity. I know that Set takes the place of Pisces. I know that the sign of Pisces, which I would show you guys, but it's under my shirt. The sign of Pisces, where it has the two things like this, and then it has a line in between, is taken from a certain dance that is done. It's like a duality. It's kind of like how the other symbolism with the two koi fish going in opposite direction. The sign like this for Pisces is a dance that happens with two stars. The stars are, oh man, it's a dance that the sun does with this other star that goes in alignment with the sun. And when it goes in alignment with the sun, it's called a heliacal rising. And that's what the Rosarian calendar uses to see when a new year comes. And it's funny because when that happens, it happens right above the Sphinx. I think it happens right above the Sphinx in Egypt. So Set is basically, you could say it's a god of, you can say that whole thing is like a god of chaos, but within the chaos, it's actually a god of organization because they're doing those two dances. And it looks like things are disorganized, but at the end of the day, they just reach back together because even though they're doing a dance, they're together doing the dance. So you could say it's disorganization, but really it's an organized disorganization. So, you know, that's pretty much, you know, all I know. I have some books here, but I'm not going to dive deep into it, but I hope that helps you a little bit. Does everyone incarnate with a twin flame? No. I don't think everybody comes into this lifetime with a twin flame. It depends on your karma. And yes, you guys, I definitely believe in karmas. I mean, like I said, sometimes when I answer these questions, I have to go into my belief system on a personal level. And, you know, it just doesn't make sense for anyone to get offended that I believe different from them. But anyways, because I get a lot of people in the comment section sometimes trying to convert me into Christianity and stuff. It just doesn't make sense. But it depends on one's karma. It depends on what you're supposed to experience in life. On a personal level, I do believe that everything is predestined. On a personal level, I do believe that everything is planned out. On a personal level, I do believe that we have the experience of free will, that it's literally just an experience of free will, and that everything is designed. Even when you think you're making a choice, it's already set out what it is that you're supposed to make a choice. It has to be, because it's karmic. It's based off of past karma. And sometimes it's based off of the karma you create in this life as well. And it all happens in a certain realm, which is called the causal realm, the causal realm of all causes. This realm is right above the astral realm. I say it's above the astral realm, but it's all these realms. It's this different states of consciousness. They all exist at once. But if you're meant to experience a twin flame, then you can experience it. But if you're not meant to experience it, then you won't. It's all based off of your karma. So the answer to that question would be no. Everyone does not incarnate into this lifetime with a twin flame. And the twin flame is just you. It's just you. It's just you. It's a part of your own consciousness. It's a split that happened, that occurred. And it's very hard to explain, y'all. It's hard to explain, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want people to be thinking I'm crazy out here, but I have my beliefs. My one and only master teacher, my one and only master person, I don't call it a guru or anything. His name is Ishwar Puri Ji. He actually, I found out he passed away. I found that out over last weekend, sorry. It's a big deal to me. But he actually has an institution he has a website, and he died at like 97. Like, he lived a long time. I didn't find out who he was until 2015, and it changed my entire life. But everyone has their own things that they're supposed to experience and believe. But any of you who want to check him out, you can. And he talks about the different levels of awareness of human experience and consciousness. And that might help answer your question even deeper than I can explain here. So yeah. I seen 777 3 times today. What does it mean? Spiritual growth, spiritual growth, spiritual growth, spiritual growth, spiritual growth. That's all it means. That's all it means. Seriously, it means spiritual growth. It can mean be patient. It can mean peace, but it means spiritual growth. It does. You're going to have experiences in your life where you're going to gain new information on spirituality on a personal level, Even if you saw someone's video on YouTube, even if you saw somebody give an inspirational talk, you were guided to that. Your own seeking from within brought you to that video. So, overall, it's on a personal level for you. Okay, you are going through, spiritual growth. And sometimes with these angel numbers, sometimes it's not a long-term thing. Sometimes it's a short-term thing. Sometimes, especially with 111, sometimes it's telling you something that's going to occur just for that day. It's spiritual growth just for that day, or a spiritual situation just for that day. Sometimes you see it for the entire week, so it's for that entire time frame, or it could be for a few weeks. You're very welcome, Lydian Azimaj. You're very, very, very welcome. Blessings to you. What does my birth date mean? I actually went through the number 28 already, and I'll just go through it briefly. It means that there's a coming back to self and individuality with this number, because there there's a coming back to self and individuality with this number because it adds up to 10, and 10 is all about, when you reduce that, it's 1, but when you read it as 1-0, it is 10, and that is about like a karmic completion. So a lot of things, life could have been really karmic for you, and you could obviously life is karmic for everyone, but you could have had some real harsh karmic experiences that ended up to the point where you had to complete a lot of that, where it felt like things got complete, where it felt like you overcame, where it felt like you succeeded in a certain lesson. Okay. 2 is about partnership. It can be codependency, but it's about partnership. It's about trust. It's about diplomacy. You're a good business partner. You're a good partner. And you may have a love for occult knowledge. You may have a love for abundance and money as well. But yeah, that's going to be really focusing on that number 10. I feel more for you. So I know somebody asked about this, but the answers are kind of different because there's just different messages that came up. Just something I noticed. Your name is Womb Man. Yeah. Did you know that Womb Man is my name? I'm kidding. My name is Bloomingdale Mack, but you can call me Bloom. And Womb Man is not spelled incorrectly. It's not a typo. Just so you know that. Even in the website below, it's Womb Man. So what is a womb? A womb is something that is a place of comfort. A womb is something where things began. A womb is what I feel like all women should call themselves, a womb man, because we're the ones that have that capability of creating life within ourselves. We are the ones that have that capability of creating comfort for an actual human being to grow within us. So the power behind the name Womb Man, I feel like it really means a lot. You know what I'm saying? And in some beliefs, I'm not saying it's mine. In some beliefs, water started first. In some beliefs, water started first. And when you think about it, when you're creating life, it starts with water, because you start in your mother's womb and you start in water. Okay. So, and it's all femininity as well. So why say womb man when you can say womb man? I didn't create it. I didn't make it up. What's you call her name? Queen Afua, the great queen, mother goddess, Queen Afua. She might have even started that trend of using womb man a very long time ago, before I was even born. A lot of people use the name womb man a lot. So yes, it's not a typo. You're very welcome. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't it be woman? I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. What's the difference? It's really just a play of words, but you understand what I'm saying. I don't understand what you're saying. There's something there that I don't know about yet. Maybe there's a different spelling for womb, but it should be whatever I wanted it to be. Hi, sis. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you. You understand? You're very welcome. Okay, we're getting to the ending. Let's see. Remember, you guys, doesn't all just have to be it doesn't all just have to be what do you call it? Angel numbers and stuff like that. I don't know about Set being Saturn, bro. I don't know about that. But you know what I'm saying? We all have different beliefs. We really do. We have different beliefs. There's even 2 different types of books and stuff with Kemetic. I think there's like the Osirian version, and then there's there's another version. So there's different types of stories and stuff. We all have different beliefs, but now ones that I hear that set with Saturn, like at all, like seriously. But you know, if you look at that, you can look at that way. Aset takes the sign of Pisces. Um, Here's the thing, hoodoo occultism, that's your personal opinion. I've already put up here what I think that the signs are. I go off of a whole organization, an online temple, with what you would call scholars, or what you would call people who are very knowledgeable, that have been studying Kemet their entire life, old folks too, and that's the Nagaship Association. I also even read the books, and I've learned through there as well. And I did a whole video on Aset. Okay, some people, you know, they'll see Aset and they'll say Auset, or it will say Aset, or they'll say AST and take the E out. But Aset is basically the Kemetic name for Isis. So Aset is Isis, because a lot of people not going to know that. So you do have to break that down. Aset is Isis, and Isis represents Virgo. And the reason why Isis represents Virgo, I did an entire video on this, you guys, like last week. Isis and Aset, same thing. She doesn't take the place of Pisces. She takes the place of Virgo. Aset was the original Virgin Mary. Aset was, she gave birth to Haru, and she was married to Asar, which is like her brother or whatever, but it's Asar, Aset, and Haru. They connected together to make the divine trinity. That idea was stolen by Christianity, and they came upon with the idea of the Holy Spirit. They came across with the idea of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That all came from Aset, her son Haru, and also came from Asar, the whole Trinity. They stole that idea from Aset. If you see the pictures, the old sculptures and pictures, you'll see Aset, which is Isis, sitting down with baby Haru, sucking on her nipple. That is the original Mother Mary. They stole that imagery and they put Mother Mary there. Before that, what else was taken from Aset was also going to be the Black Madonna. That was also taken from Kemet, from Isis, Aset. When you look at Virgo, you're looking at the lady that's coming out of the water. She has wings, just like Aset, Isis. And you're looking at the Virgin Lady. She has herbs in her hand because she's healing. She's the healing person. The Virgo's into healing. They do very good when it comes to healing. They do very good when it comes to magic, even science, doctors, bringing people back to life. What did Aset do? She had the ability to bring people back to life, because Aset was gained that ability to bring people back to life from some of the stories that were told about her. Like when Ra, which is the sun, when she actually created the first snake to bite Ra. And I'm just telling the storytelling, you guys. I don't live by this stuff like a cult. I'm just saying, she created the first snake to bite Ra. And when Ra was on his dying breath, he gave her his secret name, which held power. Once he gave her his secret name that held power, she was able to basically bring him back from the dead. And she gained that power and that ability to bring people back from the dead. A lot of Virgos be going into that doctor field, or they have that healing capability within them. She's also the deity of magic. And when you look at magic in today's modern society, you can look at science, because not everybody goes to mixing up herbs. Some people go in the science lab to make pharmaceuticals. So at the end of the day, no, Aset is not Pisces at all, like at all, because Virgo came from the Mother Mary. The idea of Virgo came from Mother Mary, and the idea of Mother Mary was stolen from Aset, which is Isis. Sorry, y'all. I just had to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? If you want that to be you, what you do on your channel, you can do that. If you believe that, that's what you believe. You know, personally, I will say this again. I'm not tied down by Kemet or Christianity or all these different belief systems. There's a real bigger picture. There's a bigger thing, especially when it comes to actual spirituality. Got nothing to do with a lot of these things. A lot of that is just me just spreading words of knowledge and trying to put things related to Africa more up there. Okay. But I'm not sitting here gonna kill myself over it or something. Because at the end of the day, that was a long time ago. And anyone who's claiming to know everything about Kemet, unless you hear with actual, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody from Kemet, from ancient Africa, to say, yes, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What we doing here? I seen 7. We got that. We got that. Whew. People telling me how to say my name. Let's see. What the hell was that? Y'all saw that? Okay, let me just, I gotta get it off of here. Okay, there are infinite dimensions. Okay, you guys make sure okay. There are infinite dimensions. A dimension is just a space that is separate from the 3 axes, Z, Y, and Z, the 4th being time, the 5th being another space outside of it. There are infinite dimensions. A dimension is just a space that is separate from the 3 axes, Z, Y, and Z. The 4th being time, the 5th being space. So the 5th dimension is space. And what do I think about ascending to space, to the 5th dimension? Well, the answer is still the same. My belief systems are different from yours. So asking a question like this, and also coming out and saying this is this, is still a personal opinion, and it's still something that's, personal. So for me, there's nothing really much for me to say in this thing, because I don't necessarily believe all these things. I really don't. I can listen to it and I can understand it, and I can understand, okay, yes, okay, yeah, that might actually be the laws of this physical realm. But I just want you to know that all of that is still very physical. In my opinion, from my belief systems, all of that is still very physical. It's still, time is a very physical thing. There are other realms where time doesn't work like this, where there really is no time. And space, that's also something that's very physical. So ascending from time to 5th to space, I don't know if my perception isn't through those dimensions, like believing those type of dimensions. So yeah, but that's on you, that's good. You're aware of what it is that you do and what you believe in. Thank you for breaking it down for those of you who know about that and are in and look through life like that. What does it mean when you wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. every night and you can't fall asleep? Well, I would probably say that that would mean that you probably need to drink some sleeping herbs and go to sleep. I'm kidding. But no, seriously, if you're waking up at 3 or 4 a.m. in the middle of the morning, it could mean multiple different things. This is one of those situations where it is not something that is general. There is no general meaning that I could give for this situation. Even though a lot of people experience it, it's not a general meaning behind it. It would literally have to be, one of those situations where you would have to go within your own self, or you could do a intuitive reading or something with me, or you could go within your own self and your own knowing. But next time you wake up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and you cannot sleep, try to do this. Try to just sit down and meditate. Try to sit down and meditate and see if your awareness and your spiritual awareness is heightened. Because it's very possible that it is. And it's very possible that you could even have some real miracles occur if you took that time where you couldn't sleep in the middle of the morning and actually tried to go within yourself and withdraw your attention inward. And if you see light, if you see white light or anything like that, just go with it. But yeah, try to do that. And that's okay. If you need a session, my website is rolling down there below. Whenever you're ready, it's there. And I still have the code healing. If you type in the code healing at the checkout, you get $10 off. That's for everybody. So yeah, definitely when you're ready. Oh, right. How long I've been on here for? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Okay, I already addressed that. Is there a way for me to delete that? I'm kidding. Sat is Saturn. I'm gonna delete that for real, bro. Sat is not Saturn. Like, it don't even say that. Like, and I don't think that's said in any book. Like, I haven't read any of the books, but like, I really don't think so, because I've had conversations and talked to multiple people that have. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Since we're talking about 777 so much, just wanted to say I have 7 letters in my first name, middle name, and last name. First name is Michael. Laugh out loud. Okay. Whew, that's a lot of analyzing. And that brings upon something that's really important too, that I feel like saying. When it comes to analyzing some of these experiences and some of these things, sometimes the best thing to do is to actually not analyze it so much. And this might just be a message for you, but sometimes the best thing to do for whoever is resonating with is to not analyze it a lot. I know a lot of people could benefit from not analyzing every single angel number that comes to them. Or especially if you're one of those people that add all the numbers up or add things together, you definitely don't want to go around adding everything together, because you lose touch of, I wouldn't say you lose touch of, but you are basically, it's all mental. So you're really focusing on analyzing and coming to a conclusion and stuff with your mental mind, and it almost enables your intuition from coming up with answers when you spend too much time analyzing and things like that. Okay. Okay, 4, we'll just go with 4 right now, because I'm not about to do all the math and stuff right now. Okay, I'm really not a math person at all, you guys. Seriously. 4, if you're born, if you're seeing number 4s everywhere, that's different than if you're born on a 4. Okay. I just want to let you know. But if you see your birthday number everywhere, then that's a different scenario. But if you're just saying you're born on the 4th, okay. So if you're born on the 4th, you definitely care about making sure that everything, like making sure that all your T's and all your T's are crossed and all your I's have dots on them. So you're definitely the type of person that put in hard work. You're definitely the type of person that put in effort. You're definitely the type of person that that cares more about having a structured foundation and before the house is built, as opposed to doing things the quick way and just getting the house built really quick. You're the type of person that is more on the responsible level. You're the type of person that's a little bit more mature, and you're the type of person that can have leadership capabilities. You're the type of person that that just rather do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. And thank you so much for your support. I know you've been here for a good time. A lot of you guys have. Thank you everyone for your support. Yes, the bigger picture. And we are done. Hey, Comedic Pisces. Woo! Okay, all of y'all over here telling me Set is Saturn. You know, you might be right. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't think so, okay? But for those of you who really want to know about Comet, my channel ain't about Comet. I just want people to know. My channel is not about Comet. My channel, the only thing that is Cometic about my channel is the fact that I'm going to be doing my intuitive readings, and I'm going to give the Cometic names. And that's still up for debate. You know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, I don't really believe Het Haru should be in a place of Taurus. I don't. But the entire Kemetic community does. If you look up, if you Google right now, Het Haru reading, you're going to find that a lot of people put Het Haru in the place of Taurus. But when I read what that deity is about, I don't see the connection at all. But either way, you guys, that's the only reason why Comet is even in my stuff, okay, is to bring upon light to others. It's not to say that this is what I live by and this is all there is to life. No. Okay. But for those of you guys who actually are really interested in Comet, in Cometic stuff, and you want to know about all the different deities, you want to know about everything that has to do with Comet, what Comet even means, make sure you subscribe to the Cometic Pisces, because damn near every single one of his videos is about Comet. That's what he does. It's in his damn name. It's the Cometic Pisces, okay? So make sure you guys subscribe to the Cometic Pisces, okay? Definitely make sure you do that. All right. And hi, Anthony. But yeah, all right. Thank you for all your answers to my questions. You're so welcome. Thank you. And I guess that concludes all the questions. I'll probably give you guys maybe about 5 more minutes to ask some questions while I close out. Hello, Namrata, Ronnie. If you have any questions, now's the time to do it. But just once again to reiterate the updates, you get $10 off for any of my intuitive readings by using the code HEALING, all caps HEALING, inside of the checkout. And if you're having problems, you can just email me. Of course, my email is bloomingwoman@gmail.com. All that information is inside the description box below as well. Also, for those of you who don't know your Cometic sign, it's okay. It's really okay. Because your Cometic sign, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to use StreamYard. So I'm going to put the Cometic name, and then I'm going to put Aries right next to it. Or I'm going to put Taurus right next to it. So there's nothing for you to be confused about. You don't even have to use the right dates or anything. You can go by the sign that you are now, okay? Because all I'm doing is putting y'all into the categories to do the readings. So this is it. And that's basically all the signs, in case y'all missed that earlier. That is the signs, okay? It's just a different name. That's really what it's all about, okay? And I'm gonna make sure that if you don't know your sign now, if you go into the community tab, I posted a week ago, something like this, where you can see it and you can see the dates based off of the Rosarian calendar. You can see the dates on what your sign is. And that may mean that your sign changed. But if you don't want to do that, you can keep your same sign and just keep going. You're still going to get your reading, okay? It's really not that big of a deal. And then let's see what else is there. And then, okay, you want a general reading? I'm sorry, y'all, but personal readings, that's, what I'm saying, I'm a small business owner. I'm here to give things for free and give my love for free, for sure. But when it comes to a personal reading, you definitely have to go to my website and purchase that. You can get $10 off with the code HEALING in all caps, okay? That is going to be inside of the description box below, all right? Yeah, it's not going to be a general reading if it's just for you. That's going to be considered a personal reading. And a reading about Sekhmet. If you want to know about Sekhmet, you guys, I already did a video on Sekhmet, but I don't know what doing a reading of Leo means. That don't make sense to me. The signs resonates with the Rosarian calendar. I'm not sure what you're saying there. The Rosarian calendar is basically just a different calendar of like months, okay? So the Rosarian calendar, it's the calendar that was used in Kemet. So this is how they went by time. So their New Year's is different. The days out of the week is different. They have 9 days in a week. They have 4 weeks in a month, okay? They have 360 days in a year, okay? So when you do that and you actually go off of how time really is, because this is more accurate for what time really goes by, the dates do shift. So your birthday would shift. Now, life is what you make of it. So it's just like if you were growing up and somebody called you ugly every day of your life, you might grow up and really think you're ugly. So if you've gone through your whole life and you said, I'm a this, or I'm born on this day, that is the number that you relate to. So you do not have to actually change your birth date. You don't have to do that unless you want to. But there would be a shift in the birth dates, which means that your sign could change. That's why I don't have the dates on there. But if you want to see the dates, that's in the community tab on my page. The community tab, you guys got to make sure you check those things out if you want to change it. But whether you change it or not, when I do my intuitive readings, it's literally just categorized. It's just a category. So if I say everyone who likes apples, everyone who likes oranges, I'm going to do a reading for all the people who like oranges. I'm going to do a reading for all the people who like apples. I'm going to do a reading for all the people who like bananas. It's going to be intended for you. So whether you see you're a Taurus or Pisces tomorrow, with the way I do my readings, it's categorized. I'm not focused on the fact that I'm reaching out to those signs. I'm focused on the individual level, on the fact that I'm reaching out to the people and what they identify themselves as. So it's okay. Whatever you want to do. I hope that answered your question, because I had a hard time understanding what you were asking for. Okay. I have a stellium in Sagittarius. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Neptune. Okay, so it's a conjunction. I guess it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way conjunction. It's called a stellium, I'm guessing. I don't know. Is this why I'm such a spiritual person? These type of questions, it could be why you're such a spiritual person. It could be why you're asking this question, because deep inside you know that that's what it means. But these kind of questions, I would literally have to see like somebody's entire chart. And I don't really do astrological readings like that, honestly. But I would have to see somebody's entire chart, because I'd also have to see like what house is this conjunction occurring in, whether or not it would make you a spiritual person. Now, are you more of a spiritual person, or are you more of a, I'm trying to think of the word. Are you more of a spiritual person, or are you more of a person that is focused a lot on why things are the way they are? Because those are two different things. Are you more of a spiritual person, or are you more of a person that is more focused on why life is the way it is, and why things happen the way it is, and seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom for why things are how they are? So that would be the question for you. But nevertheless, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope that I could help you guys. I hope that I could answer your questions, okay? Can't wait for your next video. Yes, tune in for my next video. It's going to be angel number 888, 88, what it all means. And then I even have a video already scheduled after that. And that's going to be about how to how to fill your voids the right way, okay? So you guys make sure you hit the like button to help support. Another way you can support, and I know it sucks because I have a hard time doing this, but another way you can support my channel as well is to watch the commercials. You can just mute it, turn the volume down, but if you watch the commercials, that helps support my channel, and all the money that I make off of YouTube goes right back into my business, which is a very small business, which goes right back into me growing this thing overall, okay? So thank you guys. Bye-bye, blind guy, his wife, and their life. And thank you. I really appreciate all of you. Touch of Midas, thank you for popping in. And I love you all. Peace and blessings for all of you. And everybody have a good night. Bye-bye. Peace and blessings.